Hey, everybody, I'm John Granada, and that's Josh Jordan. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. You can also see Josh's work at sportsmaphouston.com. Hit subscribe so you get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. Hey, Josh, my partner on the bench, he said he thinks, and he's a draft expert, he thinks this is the Texans' best draft class since 2006. Agree or disagree?
Well, they haven't played a game yet, John, but I will say, we're speculating here, right? We're looking ahead. I think it has the makings to be the case. I went and did a little digging here, to kind of do a little research on Lance's point. And what did they get? They got 5 starters out of that draft the Texans did in 2006 with Mario, D'Amico, Eric Winston, Owen Daniels, and even David Anderson, who was a late pick who ended up being your starting slot for a short time. Then I look at this draft class, Stingley, Green, yeah, we expect those guys. Petrie, he's already been named a starter. And then Pierce, he's basically your starter. Even
Christian Harris is going to start.
Yeah, Mechie might end up being a starting slot if he ends up being healthy.
That's 6. That's 6.
Yeah, Christian Harris, of course. So, yeah, this has the making for it to very well be the case. I'm excited about this draft class.
Well, are they going to be as good as those guys? That's another question, though. I'm hoping, we're hoping that Stingley stays healthy. Kenyon Green has had his health issues. We know he's going to start, even if it's not game 1. You can't put the 15th pick on the bench. He's got to be in the starting lineup, and we see how well he runs blocks. He's got to improve that pass blocking. There's no question about that. Christian Harris has to get healthy, but I think he's better than any of these linebackers. But is he an upper echelon linebacker in the NFL? He's good enough to start for the Houston Texans. Does that mean he's good enough to be, a starting linebacker on, let's say, 14 or 15 teams in the NFL? We'll find out. Jalen Petrie looks great so far, and maybe he's going to be the pick of this draft. And like you said, I mean, this has just been. I really think Nick Caserio. I mean, we've had our issues, and we hate Patriots South and all of that stuff. I think Nick Caserio is doing a hell of a job for this organization.
I agree. And we keep seeing the Patriots making more questionable picks now. And I'm starting to wonder if, that's more Belichick making some of those poor picks, and it wasn't Nick, because I like what Nick is doing. I also look ahead at what should we expect from these guys, because in 2006, I believe the Texans went 6-10 that year, and then the following year they got Matt Schaub and went 8-8, but Schaub missed some time. Some Sage Rosenfels happened that year. So if this Texans team could get to 6 wins, I would be happy about that.
I love it. Mine is the drive for 5. That's all I need is 5 wins to get over that 4.5 hump. John McClain says that Damien Pierce is the Texans' best running back since Arian Foster. It's a little much before his first NFL game, I think, but I've got him in the Hall of Fame already, so I'm with John McClain on this one. It's not much. Lamar Miller? He's
Carlos
the next.
Hyde?
He's the best since Arian Foster, right? That's not a high hurdle.
It's not, and that's why it's a perfectly reasonable statement. Carlos Hyde, David Johnson.
Carlos Hyde was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, he was okay.
Yeah.
I like the upside here with Pierce, man. He's got a little young Frank Gore to him. Like, I really like what I'm seeing from Damien Pierce, and this is what the Texans need. And I heard you talking to Lance on the morning show. They're going to give him the ball when they get close to the goal line. Yeah. This guy can find a crease and get skinny, get in there. He's got some power. This is what they need to get the play action going. I'm very high on Damien Pierce. I took him in my fantasy draft, John, so go Damien Pierce.
What round?
I got him in the 7th.
Wow.
This was before they named him this was before he played in the third preseason game against the Niners. But I'm a Houston guy. I saw what was coming.
Yeah, that's why he would not have gotten him. Lance picked Marlon Mack a couple of weeks ago on one of his underdog teams. Now all he has to do is find a team to play for, and that'll be great. But Damien Pierce is getting a lot of hype. I love it. My numbers for him, if he hits 1,100 yards, because we got 17 games now, I want him to hit 1,100 yards and double-digit touchdowns. And I think, now I'm agreeing wholeheartedly with John McClain.
Man, if he can do that, that would be huge for this team. John, I went and looked at the Colts when they had Pep Hamilton as their offensive coordinator, And there's a lot of similarities with this Texans team. Like when Pep went over there, that was T.Y. Hilton's first 3 years of having 1,000-yard seasons. He had 3 in a row. And I could see Brandon Cooks having that role in the offense. And then it was Reggie Wayne kind of on his last legs. He didn't even have 1,000 yards his last 2 seasons when Pep was there. I could see Nico Collins at least being as good as Reggie Wayne on his last legs. I think the tight end is where we're going to be lacking a little bit. So maybe Damien Pierce can pick up that slack, catch some more passes out of the backfield, and kind of make up for that, because tight end, I'm still a little worried about what we have on the Texans this year.
And Davis Mills is Andrew Luck? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, they're both Stanford guys, right?
That's what. That's it. Andrew Luck.
Case closed.
That's it. Davis Mills, Andrew Luck. Same thing.